and said, why am I out here when my father have hired servants? I'm going to go back to my father and tell him I've sinned against heaven and him, and ask him to forgive me and to take me back. When you have self-worth, you know who you are. And that's what we're going to deal with today. The power of self-worth. I know who I am. So, the first sign of self-worth is what we call self-discipline. Self-discipline is, if you will, defined as self-imposed standards for the sake of accomplishing a higher goal. It is a self-imposed standard that's for the sake of accomplishing a higher goal. So if you got a goal, if you want to accomplish those goals, then it will take what we call a self-imposed standard. This self-imposed standard is not external. It is not through external things around you or outside of you. You have to, in your mind and in your heart, decide for yourself that you're going to accomplish your goals. People and resolutions can't do this. You can't hope that somebody motivates you. I know that they say one of the rule of thumbs of exercising and accomplishing your goals is to have a partner who can motivate you. And you know, that sounds good and that may work for a few, but the truth is, I don't care who your partner is, if you decide in your mind that today you ain't getting up, no matter who call you, no matter what they ask you to do, you won't move. So it still will fall back on what you want to do and how you want to accomplish. Well, these self-imposed standards have to be internal, not external, internal. Sometimes we have habits that goes against the standards that we need in order to accomplish our goals. And you have to look at your standards. I said this, and I'm going to say it again, that when someone say that they got you covered, is only as good as that person's character. That if that person don't have the character of covering themselves, there's no way they'll be able to cover anybody else. And so when you have a standard, if you can't meet that personal standard, I don't care how much you want to help somebody else, if you can't personally help yourself, then you'll be really wasting their time and yours. So once again, and I want to make sure you understand this, self-discipline is a self-imposed standard for the purposes of accomplishing a set goal. A set goal. Whatever that goal is, you're going to have a standard to accomplish that goal. Therefore, it is important to understand what vision really is. What vision really is. Vision is the source of discipline. It is the source of discipline. So if discipline is a standard by which one will use in order to accomplish a goal or vision, and you have to ask, what is that standard? Then if my source of accomplishing my vision is discipline, it's important that I set the right standards. So, what makes, or rather, what goals do you have that demand you to become self-disciplined? What goals do you have that demand a standard for you to be self-disciplined? Let me give you some examples. The doctor tells you if you don't lose 50 pounds by the end of the year, they can't do nothing for you. So you decide to set a standard, a goal rather, to lose 50 pounds. because you don't want to hear the doctor can't do nothing else for you. So you set your goal. Now, after setting the goal, 50 pounds, what's your standard? If you tell me you can't stop drinking sodas and eating Snickers and eating Fatback and all that stuff, then apparently your standard is too low to meet the goal. I hope y'all getting this. It's very important. Your standard is too low to meet the goal. So if I want to meet my goal, I got to raise my standard. That means I'm going to have to do everything I can to stay away from a Coke and Snicker or a Pepsi and a Snicker. I'm going to do everything I can to stay away from eating unhealthy. And that means I have to self-discipline myself. I have to put a self-imposed standard on me. I have to tell myself the next Snicker might kill me. The next Coke I drink might kill me. And I can't say it without believing it, because that's raising the standard so that I can meet my goal. Let me see if I can take a step further. Once you understand that discipline is the key to accomplishing goals, you'll learn this, that discipline attracts confidence and trust. That when you're disciplined, it attracts from others confidence and trust. One of my all-time favorite athletes is Mike Tyson. I think I'll forever love me some Mike Tyson. I love the fact that even though you might have spent $50 or $60 on pay-per-view and watched all these undercards waiting for Mike to come in, and Mike obliterates his competitor in less than a minute. Now, I done paid all this money, and in less than 3 minutes, the fight over. But I was so excited